Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Underrail Expedition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as we talk to Oscar, who is a bloodthirsty arms dealer, basically. He was telling the praises of the arena with capital A's. Capital A's, both A's are capital. Actually, that's not technically true. I think you can, there's a specific name for what happens over there on that logo. But anyway, I was asking him about the city. Tell me about the hardcore city bar. That's right there, no spaces. Oh yeah, it's hardcore. That's wrong, it's. Yeah, I mean, I'm a hardcore. I dominate and need a hardcore place to go to. And I feel right at home every time I'm there. Some wimpy northerner, for example, will feel tiny, minuscule in that place, because he's a wimp. Well, anyway, the booze is hardcore, the crowd is hardcore, and even the chairs are hardcore. Trust me, I tried breaking a couple. Right. What about the shortists? Well, first of all, they're not hardcore. They breach some evolution knowledge, genetic mumbo-jumbo my brain can't seem to digest. Who cares about that stuff anyway? They should just drop off our back and go back to upper Underrail. They do hate the faceless, which is decent, but not hardcore enough. And second, they're not brutal. Even some grandma from Drop Zone is more brutal, yeah. Sure. So that's that. Can you tell me something about a man called Alphabet? His face rearranges itself into a less mean expression. A face is not an expression. The face did not rearrange itself into an expression. His expression rearranged itself into a less mean one. Please don't ask me that again. Although face and expression can be synonym in some languages, but I'm not sure about English. Why do you think the Faceless invaded Core City? To get dominated, that's why. And if they get anywhere near me, I'm gonna be the one zoning them out. I used to work for Praetorian Security. Yeah, I dominated in training. I dominated on the streets. I dominated, he says. I was their most hardcore enforcer. Anyway, the Faceless, if they get in here, they're gonna get some Oscar-nation. Get it? It's Oscar and domination. It doesn't work. Anyway, I'm an idiot. What sounds like a... Wait, that sounds like a nation of Oscars. That's the least of its problems. He turns his head aside and ponders away. Ponder away, then. Can you tell me about the Acid Hunters? Acid Hunters, my voice broke. You mean Colonel's gang? Cornell's gang? Cornell, that's the one. I know them, yeah. They're pretty hardcore, especially him, Cornell. Not the most hardcore, mind you, far from it, but he's respectably hardcore for a scavenger. Now, let me think. These folks come to my store occasionally to purchase explosives, grenades, they're explosives, but still, that sort of stuff. But they haven't paid me a visit in quite a while. I have seen them at the docks a couple of times recently, though, so if you want to go looking for them, that might not be such a bad place to start, sister. There you go. I'm not sure I can look for them in the docks. I have been down there, although I also don't remember what exactly I'm looking for them for. For some reason... think it might be the mission for Gorski. We do need to meet Gorski. Gorski is right next door, but we're gonna look around a little bit more. We have Derica over here and a commoner outside. Hello, Mr. Commoner. People come from the most remote parts of the Underrail just to visit the arena. Absolutely, they do. Let's have a chat with Derica. A middle-aged woman smiles at you as soon as you enter the store. Her voice is bright and expressive, with constant but never too distracting changes in pitch and rhythm. Not surprisingly, her gesticulation matches the playfulness of her voice, sometimes even surpassing it. This is a description, which often... I'm like, what? Which often makes you wonder if she is going to slam her arm against the desk or knock something over. However, nothing of the sort happens in your presence. Ah, she says, a customer. Come in, I'm Derica, the owner of this little store. It might be little, but the selection of available items is huge. So take your pick. Yes, I have a gold ring. That is not a quest item. So I can just sell it. Nice. Cool. We don't need it, but still. Let's see what your crafting components are around here. Black cloth, that's not very good quality. Coal, yeah. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. I can give you... She probably has money. I should sell... Let's sell the ring. Let's just get rid of it. And adrenaline shot, that's not too bad. And we got a bunch of other things, but those are bad. So I trade, gain a bunch of lockpicks, which is important. Glad to have you back. What are you buying? I'd like to ask you some questions about the city. Yep. About the drop zone. I never go to that filthy place. Why would I? It's full of those filthy, disease-ridden zoners. And I don't recommend you go there either, unless you want to get robbed or perhaps enjoy the fragrant smells. Oh, and if you ever do go there, there's some for some unfortunate reason, don't even try tasting the barrel soup of theirs. That's my little advice. What about the arena? So, you're here for our sport? That's dominating. You're not the only one, though. Just take the western exit from here, and you'll be right on the ticket booth. I personally love it, and I think it's safe to say that almost all citizens here love it, except for maybe a few odd people, like Halim, or the merchant who owns the electronics store just next to me. But he's a weirdy dirty. That doesn't rhyme properly. It should be a weirdy dirty, but that's not dirty, that's dirty. He's a weirdy dirty anyway. I don't think that's an expression. It's like a scaredy cat, except not at all the same thing. But a scaredy cat is an expression. That, I don't think it is. What about the gauntlet? Now, it's the relatively new sport here in Core City. Contestants called runners move through dangerous rooms filled with traps and deadly creatures. Whoever gets to the end lives, and it's simple as that. The rest are plonkers. It's all fun and games, she says. What about the oligarchy? Well, the oligarchs are Archibald Knight, chief of the Praetorians. I mean, Praetorian security. Then Gunnar Edstrom, owner of JKK, and a cute little man. But don't tell my husband. I thought he was like, don't tell him, but no, apparently it's the husband. Otherwise, the husband is just, gonna ask him out or something, because he's like, oh, a cute man? Well, I'm out. I'm off. Anyway, and Rupert Simons, president of CoreTech. They've been running Core City for years now, 2 of them right after the dissolution of Biocorp. Some people complain about how they run the city, but I think they do their jobs responsibly and efficiently. But that's just my opinion. Which, does it mean that it's not true? Because if it's just your opinion that they do, it's nothing else but her opinion that they do. It's not fact, it's just her opinion. You know what I mean? What about the CoreTech? Owned by Rupert Simons. I keep saying Simons, it isn't, but I don't know if it's supposed to be. CoreTech is sort of a successor to Biocorp. You know, techie, sciencey stuff. I don't understand how they pull it all off, but do they make our lives easier here? I suppose that, yeah, they do. No, right, not do they, but they do make our lives easier here. And besides, how Kushti? I don't know what that word is, but it is. How it is to be able to buy a monitor and a plasma pistol manufactured by the same company. Well, that's I'm not sure. What a weird thing to say, because that's like, what are you supposed? What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be an allusion to like World War II or pre-World War II? Not electronics. Excuse me. But electronics as well, but just generally household fixtures and things that you would buy from companies like Mitsubishi, for example, that made airplanes and maybe not machine guns, but probably machine guns. There's a bunch of big companies that we associate today with, appliances or cars that made weapons at one time or another, and they also made other things. It's just, well, is that supposed to be the reference there? I'm not sure if it is, or if it's supposed to be like, because it comes across as if that were a dystopic future, or look at us, just everything is made by the same company, this weapon and this thing that I buy for my bathroom, but that's not dystopic. I mean, well, it depends on your perspective, I suppose, in regards to what it constitutes dystopic, but at least what I mean to say is that it's a thing that happens in real life. Today it happens in real life, but it has definitely happened in the past. So I'm not sure where that is the thing. What about JKK? The arena wouldn't have been this popular if it wasn't for JKK. You see, they developed a hardcore system for broadcasting it all over Underrail. And they also got these, again, the Kushtai thing, tri-monitors on the streets so that even zoners can watch it. Though the ones in the drop zone get trashed from time to time. Ungrateful plonkers. I'm sure they do it out of the goodness of their hearts. That JKK puts yeah, definitely. That's definitely out of the goodness of their hearts, and they are indeed ungrateful. What about Praetorian security? The Praetorians keep us safe from criminals and foreign attackers, like the Faceless. My husband works for them, and let me tell you, people around here don't appreciate what the Praetorians are doing for them. It's kind of sad, really. She lowers her voice. Don't trust those shortists. My hubby told me they dug up some hardcore stuff about them, and none of it is pretty. Just a heads up. What about the shortists? They give me the creeps. Maybe they're plonkers. Maybe they're not. I have yet to decide, but I'm leaning more towards plonkers, I suppose. We'll see. What about shorts? Rather, not that. What about the hardcore city bar? I like going there with my hubby. Lots of plonkers come there. Go there. But other than that, it's great. Hardcore, actually. And she laughs. Although, you don't have to be that hardcore to go there. Really, you don't. But it helps. It's very fun jokes. She's laughing all the while. Can you tell me something about the alphabet? Oh, that plonker? Unfortunately, I can't. He comes here often and tries selling me all sorts of awful junk. Animal guts, rocks, bullet casings, screws, broken benches, junk. To me, that's junk. What am I supposed to do with that? She sighs. Welcome, she's quoting, apparently. She's doing air quotes. I'm not sure what this means, but she's saying this. Welcome, sir or ma'am. I have a great selection of half-rotten animal hearts. Look, this one looks like it got stomped on. Real hardcore. And this beautiful rock-shaped rock that looks like any other rock you could find in any random cave you visit and pick it up anytime. And I forgot what I was going to say, but you get the point. Anyway, I just tell him to zone out every time he comes here. But I guess his ears aren't working properly since the plonker always comes back. What a plonker. And a pipe worker. Yes, that is the case. Well, the acid hunters? Acid hunters, you say? I saw them a couple of times at the bar. Quite some time ago, actually. They were really repulsive to me. MHM. And I wasn't exactly keen on knowing anything about them. Nope. Some scavengers they were, or something like that. You could ask at the bar if they're regulars. Gene could perhaps know more about them. He knows a lot of stuff. Okay, farewell then. Gene does know a lot of stuff. So where is Gorski? Not there. I assume it's over here. Let's go up. Let's go up the stairs, I mean. Because it might be there. It might also be behind here. Although I doubt it. It doesn't look like it. Commoner. Abram. Ethan. We're here. We got shelves that we'll get a core city plan from. Lovely. And that's that. Okay. So, Ethan. Good to see you. Do make yourself comfortable. I'd like to... Did I forget about you? I'd like to learn some abilities. Certainly. I can teach you temporal distortion, limited temporal increment, and psychotemporal dilation. Yep. Anything interesting going on? The situation here is tense if it appears to be calm. Even if it appears to be calm. The thing is, the people still spend most of their time enjoying brutal entertainment as though the Faceless don't even exist, with tourists arriving in droves to join them. I suppose that's the charm of the city. Lots of irresistible distractions. That's one of the reasons why I come here. Have my share of the fun before moving on. And the very thing keeping me here, even though I should perhaps make myself scarce. Yeah. Tell me about Arthur Kane, your mentor. Arthur Kane. I remember. I was going through puberty when I first became aware of my abilities. Did you say that already? Because I think you did say that already. Yep. What do you think about the Faceless invasion? Many here are afraid of the Faceless. Everyone knows the stories and accounts of their vile misdeeds. But the fact that the core city is still standing despite such overwhelming forces shows that these beings, whatever they truly are, have dug out of their habitat for a reason other than just to eradicate us. They seek something. But I won't stay here for much longer. And maybe I shouldn't have come here in the first place. But that's two buts in the same sentence. I hadn't known all of this. I had not known all of this was going to happen. I did not. Yeah. Even if I am right and the Faceless don't aim to raise the city, if this situation doesn't resolve within a certain period of time, this area might still become reduced to rubble, especially if the Protectorate decides to intervene. Where will you be going next? South, probably away from the south-north border. There's a secluded bar just north of Rail Crossing. Perhaps I'll go there. I know where that bar is. And I also know that it has an elevator. So it's the way down to the deep caves or whatever they're called. Because, yeah, it's going to be an easily accessible place. Gary of SGS. I've been waiting for you. Let me begin by saying I am satisfied with your performance so far. I had informed my associates of your competence, and we have reached a decision. I suppose I informed, and we reached a decision to use your abilities again. Are you still interested? Sure. Yes, I am. Good. I'm glad you said yes. You have displayed a certain potential, Carry of SGS. A potential that few possess. I have been informed you have already met Jack Quicksilver. Good. Him and I are part of a certain organization whose name will remain unrevealed for now. What I want you to do now is to go and speak to Jack. He's waiting for you outside the bar. He has work for you. Once you have completed everything, you will receive further instructions. If you've forgotten who Abram is, he was the one that was in Junktown and told us to go to the Protectorate to do some quests. And asked us a few questions that I actually got right, but then got wrong. And then got right because I reloaded and used it properly. Or did it properly. May I ask you some questions first? You may not. All your questions will be answered in due time, Carry of SGS. Sure, I'll go speak with Jack. Till next time, he nods. Till with 2 L's. Apparently you can write them. You can write Till with a single L. I like Till with a single L. Oh, Bob doesn't like me. Bob? What the heck? No. What's wrong with you? My God. There we go. Okay. So there's no way of talking to Bob. Maybe there is. I should have saved. So, yes, I am. I ask you some questions, and he says no. Okay. Computer says no. Technically, it is. Because all these characters are controlled by a computer. Okay, so. Can I talk to you? Get out of here! I suppose that's fair enough. Lockpicking 50. Not a problem. I am glad I actually got it. I was able to ask him things. Got a scavenger over here. That's an aggressive scavenger. Are people aggressive up here? Scavenger is hollering for help. I don't like that. You'll pay for that, says the scavenger. There's a punk. Okay. Bob didn't show up. So, yay for Bob. That does it. Punk dies. Yes, Punk does die. What's going on over here? I need assistance. Yeah, I suppose, maybe. That guy was just... didn't see me because I don't think it's possible. Yeah, that was them. I have a hardcore city bar room number 3 key, which is sort of irrelevant. Some interesting things in here. A light switch. That foot locker is not going to be accessible for the moment, although I do want to go see what it is. What do we have over there? I don't want to kill Bob. But I want to see what it is, so I'll save and then reload. Steel dagger. There's a light switch. A refrigerator. Nothing amazing. I mean, I don't expect to find anything amazing. It is a hotel room, after all. So what do I expect to find in here? Nothing. It's fine. Okay. They were in the dark as well. Maybe they were sleeping. That's a bathroom, I would think, maybe. Silencer, all very low quality. Oh, actually, that is very high. That's very expensive. Yeah, rifle barrel retractor. It's pretty decent. Okay, so Bob, I'll save. I don't think I'm regenerating. Am I regenerating? I'm not. Okay, Bob, what's up? You need to die, my dude. Seriously? Oh, you turn aggressive after I get in. Why? I don't understand. Oh, I was pressing the wrong key. That's what was happening. Aw. I don't want to fight you. I just want to kill you. There you go. Press the wrong key. Pressed 1 instead of 2. Okay, so that's good. That's the foot locker. It has some interesting things. Armor and things. But Port Zenith security pass. Bob Smith. Port Zenith. Huh. Yeah, we might need to come here later for a quest if we need that security pass for anything. But I think the game is going to tell me outright if indeed we do need that security pass for something. Really? That's not where Gorski is. I have no idea where Gorski is. Okay. Let's have a chat with Jack. And here she is. You've talked to Abram, I presume. He informed me earlier you helped me in Junkyard. Told me you have potential. We will put you to the test, don't worry. Before all that, I'd like to make certain things clear before we proceed. Abram and I are working for a certain organization whose name I can't reveal to you at the moment. The less you know, the better. What you do need to know is that you have shown certain qualities we seek, and if your performance continues to be satisfactory, there just might be more work for you. Everything, and I mean everything, concerning Abram, myself, and everyone, everyone involved in what we do stays between us. We require maximum discretion, and so you know, we have eyes and ears everywhere. You get it, don't you? I'm getting tired of talking, so listen up. I'll be brief. I have 3 assignments for you at the moment. You can do them in any order you like. Do know that 2 of them will require some traveling. First, I want you to go to Foundry and find our cell there. Once you do, you'll be asked who goes there, to which you reply, the Neophyte, and you're in. Talk to Everard. He'll tell you what needs to be done. How do I find the cell? Gary, if I need to tell you such basic things, you might not be cut out for this line of work. Where was I? Oh, yes. Second, I want you to go to SGS. That's right. You find a man called Lennox Pierce. He is in need of our services. So be polite and represent as well. Okay, what's the third assignment? The third one is here in Core City. A man called Ohad Zander is waiting for you down at the Core City train station. He also needs some help with a certain issue. He does air quotes. Go now, let's not keep everyone waiting. You will be paid upon assignment completion. If you have any more questions or want to trade, I'll be here enjoying my drink. Did you actually trade with me? I think so. Yeah. Potentially. Maybe. Look at all those lockpicks that he sells. That's really nice, actually. Sure. Well, I guess I know where to buy lockpicks. That's pretty nice. Gene, you didn't tell me about... I need directions for not Gorski. Yeah, Gorski, that's right. He said behind the bar, so I would assume it's this way. Oh. Hey, John, what's up? It's this door over here that I couldn't open before. And now I can, because I have the key. That's how it works. A zone rat. Look. We were just there. That's where I find Abram. Zone rats, yo, says the zone rat. Fair enough. More zone rats. A person called Sneaky and Gorski, whom we have come here to meet. Also, an antidote that I'll take. A rat head amulet. And that's the last of the collection. We're making way. It's 37 out of 61 towards our level up. It's going to be a while. A shell strap belt. Nah, that doesn't matter much. Unless it's really... No, it's not very expensive. And a bullhead. I believe... I don't know what that is. It's a pill. Interesting. Prevention medicine that stabilizes neural pathways and improves concentration, allowing you to handle physical and psychological stress better. Probably gives you more psi, as well as physical resistance, potentially. But we're out of time for the day, so we're going to need to figure it out in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Underrail Expedition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.